Have you ever opened the social media and felt suddenly completely behind? Not because something bad actually happened in the world, it's more that someone else was winning instead of you. And that used to happen to me all the time, and to some extent is still happening a little bit. And what I didn't realize is I did not realize how much this whole comparison, I think that's the proper word, it's ruining and controlling my life until I actually finally stopped comparing myself to the others. My name is Chris, and if you're watching this video, I will encourage you to watch the others just to help me out a little bit. What I'm trying to do on this channel is to help everyone's around with some thoughts, some tips to life and everything else. And maybe I'm hoping that you're gonna find this somehow useful. Now let's go back to the point of that video about someone's winning and you're actually not. That comparison which I was talking about, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this word, god damn it, properly. It's when you compare to the other people in social media and stuff. It usually starts very, very quiet. It just happens when you're scrolling on the social media and stuff like this. Sometimes even when you're laying down in the bed and you're thinking about the certain stuff. And basically when you're starting to questioning your own progress in life, like I do a lot of times actually, and I bet most of you do the same thing. We always try to compare our life to the other people without even realizing that we actually have value as a human being. And especially if you see someone at your age or similar age as you, and they doing way better than you, and you can say it financially, you can say it as a family, relationship wise, they have kids, so on, lots of money, which means obviously more success, more clarity. And all of a sudden you think like your journey in life feels way, way smaller. You feel no one compared to those people. And this is actually happening to me more than I can even think of, and more than I can actually even admit. And 100%, you don't need to lie, it's happening to you too, one way or another. It's always does. Because this is the human being being somehow jealous of someone else's life, and that comes with all of that feeling I'm talking about. And I was starting to feeling like I was really late to my own life, like everything was too late. I don't have a time to change stuff, like everyone else have already started the certain things, and I'm just existing really. And there is a days when I feel completely fine, but then I'm going to the social media or even watching the TV or even any movie and stuff like that, and I see the people, even in the movie, the actors, they're more successful than me, they have more stuff than me. And every single time when I have some sorts of progress in life, like making those videos to you guys, start making this channel, start making progress with myself, I was still feeling this is not enough. And all this jealousy kind of stealing the progress to a certain extent. And to be honest, I know that something needs to be changed. Something definitely needs to be changed for me to stop thinking this way. And comparison actually doesn't motivate at all. I will be honest with you. Completely doesn't. It actually paralyzing you because you don't want to move forward, because you think you're never gonna achieve the success like the other people does. It makes you rush some of the decisions in life. You think that what you're doing isn't enough, so you're rushing the things. And it disconnects you also from I will say, current timeline where you're supposed to be you, and all of this changing your perspective. And what's most important to understand from this is that I actually wasn't living my life. I was measuring my life compared to the other people. So I stopped using other people as a timeline, and I just trying to realize that even if the people are ahead of me in a certain areas of life, that doesn't mean that they are ahead of entire life. And I keep saying to myself, and from time to time you can see that on the social media as well, when the people you're trying to compare yourself to, they suddenly starting to have a problems with the certain things, is like, for example, I don't know, just give you an example of drugs and stuff like this, and you suddenly see stories on the social medias and stuff like this, that this actor or this musician and so on have some sort of addiction problems. It's because we as a human people, we don't see the whole life of this person. We see only highlights. And when we actually trying to compare ourselves to those people, we just simply missing it. And I also stopped asking myself, why am I not there yet with my goals and stuff like this? And I also start questioning sometimes myself, am I actually moving forward, or am I actually standing in one place all the time? I reduce what I consume, which means comparisons hits harder when you not creating enough and just trying to compare yourself to those people, successful people. So I pulled back a little bit from the social media just to protect myself. Not completely, to be fair, and this is why I am saying that I still struggle with this to some sort of extent, because I cannot completely disappear from the social media. I mean, I can, but part of me doesn't want to. So basically I keep saying to myself, less scrolling and more life, please. And I start to measure my progress a little bit different, which means I'm going to put the camera over here because I don't want to hold it. Can you see me? You can see me. I hope you can. So I start measuring progress differently. Not by money, not by status, not by things like that, but how I handle the hard days when they actually comes, how consistent I am, and how honest I am with myself. And that kind of changed quite a lot, if not everything. And I'm kind of focusing on to be on my own lane and trying to realize that my path in life is not supposed to be at all similar to anyone else's path. And the moment I accept actually this, I felt way more lighter. And not because the life gets easier when I'm saying this to myself. It's more that I stopped fighting my own journey. If you like the video so far, please smash the thumbs up button, leave the comment. That will definitely help a lot. And here's the message to you guys. And if you're trying to compare your life to the other people, I just kind of want to tell you guys to stop doing it right now. And something which you need to understand is you are not behind on anything in life. You are just early in your story, okay? Your timeline and your success is allowed to be different than the other people. And you don't need to catch up. You just need to stay to be true. I still catching myself sometimes comparing to the other people. But when I do that, I kind of notice I'm doing this and I'm trying to let it go a little bit. Because my life isn't the race, okay? And no one else's life is supposed to be a race. So either is yours. if this video help you feel a little bit less alone, you're always welcome here and welcome on this channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me so far. And if you're watching still, I just want to thank you. And I will definitely see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Peace out. Bye.